trying. You got to give him a hand for trying everything. I don't think he's stuck with the lob high balls, the soft high balls long enough.
Yeah, Odesnik is starting to become his own worst enemy. He knows that Ferrer is playing now at the height of his powers. For Wayne, it's gone considerably worse as he falls behind just one game in set number 2.
Tiempo. Sentarse, por favor, gracias. Cualquier lugar.
It's another banner start to the year for David Ferrer. You couldn't ask for more, really. You show up for 4 events, you get to at least the semifinals. 2 of them, you win the other 2 to pick up your 19th and 20th career titles. You post a 17-2 start, and you're the top seed at a tournament that you've won the last 3 years. You got to like the way January and February have been going if you're David Ferrer.
And on that magic number of 30 years of age. Sweet. A few years ago, I remember they were saying guys were over the hill at 30.
Wayne Odesnik, qualifier from the United States, lives in the Fort Lauderdale area of Florida, just trying to prolong what has become a maddening second-round match with David Ferrer. He's been broken 4 consecutive times in all 6 service games, facing multiple break points.
That omen was established the very first game out of the box.
15 iguales. 59. Quince, 30. 15, 30. Wallace, 3 all.
It was good. See how easy it is to win a point against Ferrer? That's all you got to do.
He's got to cross from the back corner behind the doubles alley all the way over and find a way to push it past. But
you got to hit the top of the net, hope that he doesn't put the volley away, and then get there on the dead run, out of position, and hit the outside of the line. That's all you have to do.
Benefited from a rare miscue from Ferrer, just pushing it a little too deep. Since around the 4th game of the opening set, when Ferrer was a bit off his game, wasn't really sharp.
You were
really
criticizing his forehand.
Yeah, his forehand was, well, it deserved
criticism,
being critiqued.
It was off. There was no doubt about it.
Yeah. But since then, he's made very few mistakes. Odesnik benefited from the previous point, but finds himself at deuce once again. And his service woes continue.
And then he just goes for a little bit extra, a little bit too much mustard. Because that's what Ferrer does to you. He makes you go for a little more because everything's coming back. And then you get frustrated.
Ridiculous. It is just unbelievable what Ferrer has been able to do tonight. And he makes Odesnik suffer once again. His 5th time broken in succession. And he does so with a brilliant shot.
Well, he hits a shanker, and you think that Odesnik's going to win the point. But even a bad shot doesn't hurt Ferrer because it allows him to play counterpunch tennis. And he loves to have a target.
So for Ferrer, his chance, put the exclamation point and finish it off for number 17 in a row. As far as match wins accomplished here, the Abierto Mexicano.
0-15, love the team. Iguales, 15-0.
He's running out of ideas. Everything is so magnified when you play Ferrer. Every little thing. And he not only exposes weaknesses in your own game, in your style, in your play, but he exposes the weaknesses in your brain, in your mind, your ability to stay in there and fight and compete and not get frustrated. It was telegraphed. Odesnik saw that backhand drop shot coming way before it happened.
30-40, 30-14.
You don't see him in your picture, but he's almost to this ball. There he is. So the element of disguise did not work for Ferrer at that point, and that's why he lost it.
Odesnik putting up a fight. Trying to pick up a second game in this second set as Ferrer tries to serve it out. Again, brilliance, and that's a long way for that ball to travel to just find its way to nestling inside that sideline.
You know, this is all about footwork. Odesnik keeps the ball nice and deep, but look at the footwork and the inside-out shoulder rotation. What he's able to create out there is remarkable.
That's going to be a long string of disappointments for Wayne Odesnik at the conclusion of this match, and just positioned himself, thought he was there, but Ferrer put extra topspin as Odesnik raced to the middle of the court, and it positions Ferrer to his first match point. He is just so tough, and nowhere is he tougher than in Acapulco. Wayne Odesnik finds out the hard way as David Ferrer moves through and finds his way to a 17th straight match win at the Abierto Mexicano. And he moves into the quarterfinals with a 6-2, 6-1 victory. Now another instance, Doug, of a great approach, good effort from Odesnik, still continuing the fight, trying, but on match point, Ferrer again able to come up with something incredible.
Had an answer for absolutely everything that the American threw at him. And personally, Kevin, I don't think Odesnik played a poor match. I thought he played a relatively solid match. He competed at a high level. He had a lot of answers to what Ferrer was doing, but he couldn't do enough of it. And what really stood in Odesnik's way was the fact he couldn't win any easy service games. He was always battling from behind from the get-go. And when you have to struggle that much on your own serve, well, it's a little bit too much to ask. He shouldn't feel badly. Had a great tournament. He was just matched against somebody who was too good this evening.
Yeah, that's the words, isn't it? Too good. It just was too much to bear against Ferrer. Odesnik picks up 2 wins in qualifying, picks up a nice victory in the opening round, but then comes up against the defending champion, and it is just too good, the effort from the top seed. So David Ferrer puts his signature on a couple souvenirs that'll be deposited in the stands, and at the Abierto Mexicano, he is so difficult. In fact, the last 3+ years, impossible to beat.
And this is one of the reasons. Look at all the pressure he had on Odesnik. Look at Odesnik, you see, had chances to break, only 1 for 7. But Ferrer, from the beginning, 14 breakpoint chances, always in the grill of Odesnik, and then dominating on serve, dominating both first and second serves. And look at the second serve differential. Ferrer winning 70%, Odesnik just over 20. It shows that the Spaniard was just eating up the Americans' second offering. Too much of David Ferrer.
David Ferrer was able to win his 3rd consecutive Mexican Open title last year without dropping a set through the 5 matches played. He's only played 2, but he's only lost a total of 6 games. He looks in tremendous form as he tries to represent the top half and move through for what he hopes will be a 4th straight title here.
Interesting, the last match he played on this court, or I should say one of the last matches, he won, losing 3 games against Verdasco. So he likes 1 and 2 and 2 and 1s.
Santiago Geraldo, who Ferrer beat in the semifinals last year, getting past Joao Sosa, the man who took out Jürgen Melzer in the opening round. So things starting to take shape as the quarterfinals start to find their positions occupied. No surprise, the top seed is through. Well, while we have some extra time, we should talk about the 2012 final, the championship. We were both there. We saw what Ferrer was able to do. He got there against fellow Spaniard Fernando Verdasco. He was merciless in the opening set, winning 6-1. Well, things continued in much the same form as Ferrer took on Verdasco, seeking that 3rd straight title.